Hey, Mr. Gribble here. So we're going to be going over fourth grade Go Math Chapter 1's practice test. So we're just going to work through the first 5 or 6 problems. And our first problem right here, it says select a number for blank that will make a true comparison. Mark all that apply. So this is super important that there may be more than one correct answer. Right away, we look here at the symbol, and I know this is a comparison problem. So we're going to be comparing numbers, which number is greater, which number is less, and if they're equal. So to show your work, what you do is you need to write down this number. So as you write it, read it, 700,609. Now, since I have my symbol here, and remember, Pac-Man eats the bigger number. So this blank is going to be numbers that are smaller. So I look at all of my answer choices, A, B, C, D, E, and F, and I notice that there's a 7 in all of these numbers in that 100,000 spots. So that helps me out because then I go to the 10,000th place here. Okay, and remember I'm looking for numbers that are smaller. So tie. 2, well that's bigger, so it's not E. 7, tie. 2, that's bigger, no, can't be that one, tie. Okay, now on your pink sheet you should have this number. Maybe you should write down smaller, right, because we're looking for numbers that are less or smaller. Then I would write down A, B, C, D, E, and F. That way you can cross them off as we go. You don't need to write the number next to it because it's right there on your screen. So we know it's not C, we know it's not E. All right, so we're still looking for the smaller number. We got 70, 70, 70, 70. Tie. So now we go to this thousandths place, right? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So we're looking for a thousandths place that's smaller than a 3. Well, it's not A. That's not smaller than a 4. 4 is not smaller than a 3, so it's not D. It's not A. It's not D. Ooh, tie. Can't do anything. Thousandths place here, 2. Well, 2,000 is less than 3,000, so it could be B or it could be F. Remember, mark all that apply. So let me make sure F is for sure the answer, or at least one of them, because 2 is less than 3, right? So now for 703,009, I have to go to the hundreds place. I'm looking for something that's smaller than 600. Smaller than 600, it's both B and F. And that's how you do it. That's how you show your work, man. We're crossing off the wrong answers. We're starting with place value. We're comparing. Not super easy, but very something that you can do if you just take one step at a time. Number 2. Oh, man, look at all this information. This is one of the things that I see right away is, man, there is a lot of information in this problem. I got this table here. I got some big numbers. I got mountain peaks that I may not be able to read the words of. I got states. I got all this information. And then I have all of these answer choices. So, all right, let's take a look at it. So I have this table here of the U.S. mountain peaks. Here's the name of the mountain. The state, CO is Colorado, CA is California, and Alaska. Then I have the height for each of these different mountain peaks. The directions say select the name of each mountain peak in the box that describes its height in feet. So between 14,000 feet and 14,300 feet. Okay? So which one of these mountains is going to be in between this? So on your pink piece of paper, I would make big kind of square rectangle and divide it up. Okay? And I would put 14,000 to 14,300. Then we have answer choices A, B, C, D, E, F. Don't worry about writing down all the names here of the peaks. That's not, you don't need to rewrite something that's right on the screen. And then on this, in the other column, we are looking for mountains that mountain peaks that are in between 14,301 feet and 14,500 feet. Okay, and then we got A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, so now we have to find which mountains are in between here. Yes? So let's check out Blanca Peak. Well, here it is, 14,345. Would that fit inside? No. So you cross off A. Cross off A. Mount Whitney. No. Look at that hundreds place. 400. It needs to be under 300, so no. How about C? Crestone Peak. Ooh, 14,200. Oh, yeah, that's in between. So you would circle it on your pink sheet here. I'm going to check all of them. Remember, we want to be in that habit of checking all of our answers. I'm pretty sure it's going to be C, but let's check University Park. I'm looking at that 100 spot, right? Because they all have 14,400. Well, that's more, so it's not D. How about E here? Let me see. Find it. Ooh. Is that in between? It is. How about F? Wait. It is. Oh, man. So I would click C, E, and F. It's a good thing I checked the rest of them, right? So always be checking. Don't just be in such a hurry. All right. So this other column is mountain peaks between 14,301 and 14,500. So let's go through step by step. Here we go. Match it. Found my number. Is it in between? Yes. It's going to be A. Let's keep going. How about B? Mount Whitney. Here it is. Yeah, it's under 500. And it's more than 300. It's 400. So it's going to be B. How about this one? 200 here, right? Well, that's not in between. That's less. So it's not C. Cross that off. Oops. Sorry, guys. We said we could go to circle to University Peak. Checking here between 301 and 500. Yep, because 400 is in between 300 and 500. There we go. Click first. How about E? Yeah, nothing in the hundreds place, so that's way less. So it's nope. How about F? 200? No, it's less. So it's not F. So really a problem where we're comparing numbers, we're trying to find that spot, and you'll notice how I'm really looking at the different place values. I'm going through and thinking about all of the answers, and is it correct or incorrect? All right, let's move on to number 3. What number? Number 3. Oh, here we go again. Look at this table again. Now, a lot of this seems a lot like the information in number 2. Well, I don't know about you, but I cannot remember 6 mountain peaks and all their numbers. So it's helpful that they gave me that table again. Select the name of the tallest peak. Tallest, I'm thinking the highest, right? And complete the explanation of how you know which the mountain peak is the tallest. Okay. Now, for some of you that are struggling, you need to rewrite on your pink sheet the numbers. You notice that I didn't rewrite the whole name here. I just rewrote it with the abbreviations. That's what you should be doing. Make sure that when you're rewriting your numbers, you are lining up your place value. You notice my commas are dipping below the line, that they're all lined up. Mount Whitney is 14,494. University Peak, 14,470. I know these numbers are big, and I know there's a lot of them. You just have to take your time line up your place value, make sure that you're looking back into the question because I want the tallest peak, so I want the greatest number, right? Well, I don't start in the ones place when I'm comparing numbers. I start in the highest place value, the 10,000s, and I notice they're a tie. Then I go to the thousands place, tie. Keep going, right? Now I go to the hundreds place. Which one of these is the highest? Ooh, 320442. Well, highest can't be that one. My highest numbers are the fours, right? The 400s. So I can cross off everything else. So here we go. It's going to be one of these two. I go to the tens place, 9, 7. Well, 9 is greatest. So I circle here, and it's MW. MW is Mount Whitney, not White Mountain. Don't flip them. MW Mount Whitney. So this is my greatest. My tallest is Mount Whitney. I compared the heights by. You compared the heights by model, place, table, or state value. Model value? No. Place value position. That's what we've been talking about. Place value position. Like you've heard me say this for like a month. All right, let's go on. We can check it. So, yay, well done. I'm happy I didn't get it wrong. That would have been embarrassing. Mr. Rodriguez bought 460 pencils for the school. How many pencils? 460. So on your pink piece of paper, you write down 460. Pencils, 460. If there are 10 pencils in a box, how many boxes did he buy? Well, he said 10. We've been talking about place value, so ones, tens, hundreds. How many tens is that? 46. So he must have bought 46 boxes of 10. 10 plus 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 10. 46 times. Man, 46 tens is 460 pencils for your school. Mr. Rodriguez and his students are rocking out something. That's a lot of pencils. So this is 10 pencils. I can just use my place value chart. I wrote my number down and I looked at the tens place. 46 tens. This is naming a number in a different way. Instead of 460, I could call it 46 tens. Yay.